The way he can move, make completions on the run, the way he can throw against his body, heck, make left-handed throws, you name it, he gets it done. The biggest thing, though, is once he gets into rhythm, trying to get his timing chipped away, trying to stop that is really difficult to do.
The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. 17 carries, 80 yards, and a touchdown.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
On first down, Mahomes. Man open left side is Brown. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They try right side here. Gurley down to the 25. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Got him in. It's Brown. And down inside the 15 he goes. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they look at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well. Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. The kick by Carlson is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay, because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. First down, Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Flushed out right. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And they have the football that will set up shop at the 33-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball, and
Pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. About 3 yards there to the 27. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And his throw is incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Josh Reynolds, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. That time a 6-play drive. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
On 2nd down, it's Gurley again. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The kick by Carlson is good, but hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline and take the points. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Brown. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a touchdown.
And that's caught at the 2. A great effort there. with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now, and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And now here comes Kansas City. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Rodgers going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Now we will pause for the injury. That's the wide receiver, Tyreek Hill. Hill a little slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 2nd and 15 now. Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. 17-0 our score after 1. Rodgers now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. To the right side, it's Kelsey. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion. I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 44, Rodgers. Fitzgerald's got it right side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone. We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance, but in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far. And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now they'll run with Lewis. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mercedes Lewis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's 17-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Todd Gurley and the offense, they get set and trot back out there now. He's hoping to get it going. They're hoping to get him going, too. You know, he's about ready to pop one here in the second quarter. He's hoping.
And his offensive line teammates, they want to get one of those, too, because they want to continue to run the football. Most offensive linemen like that part of the game better than pass protection because they're not taking blows. They're actually dealing them out. So what they want to do is show the coaches, hey, if we pop one, we're having success. That way they won't go away from the running game.
He'll be hoping to pop one, break one here this go-around. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Mahomes now to throw. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Back to the workhorse today, it's Gurley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Gurley again. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Called it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Got his man complete over the middle. That's more. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes underneath here to Hill. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also have those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's got it. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Second and goal from the 1. Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1 yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Here's Mahomes, third and goal. And it's a Titans touchdown. Josh Reynolds, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Smith to return it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
From the 30 on second down, Rodgers. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And complete to Zach Ertz. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is now 24. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six, obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes, Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now here's Mahomes. Touchdown! John Ross, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to add on to their first half lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a Tennessee score. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try to loosen things up, get the defense to react to other people.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Sideline throw, it's good.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Blake Jarwin as the first half is winding down. And the Titans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
He's to be surprised about a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Rodgers to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On second down, it's Henry, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here complete to Kelsey.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. From the 41, Rodgers flushed out right. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
I showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers.
Fitzgerald on the slant.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs gain a bit of respectability. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
Mahomes throw into the hands of Reynolds here.
Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Throwing is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Fitzgerald. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Rodgers' throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Throwing now is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Henry again. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. So the drive there took 6 plays, and Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense set to go again.
And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
2nd and 7.
Mahomes going to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Bud Dupree make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Rodgers. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Flush to his right. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
So here are the Titans to take over on offense.
They're trying to get back on track following the loss to Buffalo a week ago. But the good news, they've got the lead right now here in the football 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The tight end Jarwin with it out on the left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
On 2nd down, it's Gurley again.
Escapes the defender. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
55 rushing yards rushing now as he's done it on 22 carries.
And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him, that full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. We're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Here's Smith to return it.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. KC's offense ready to take over.
They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers rolling to his right. And he finds Fitzgerald. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And this one is incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their #1 job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. Past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside His second touchdown on the season.
And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
Taken at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think
the ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. Saves them the possession.
saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up...
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
On third down, Henry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
41 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins.
And the Titans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley.
Daniel Sorensen there to make the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here's Brett Kern now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
That's returnable now for Smith. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
No!
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative. Of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right.
Right back to Fitzgerald, this time complete.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Flush to his right. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. Flushed out right. It's Kelsey on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Rodgers now to throw. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been...
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Trey Burton, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence, because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence that they just get their assignments down, they would get in sync with their runners, and off they went. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Over the middle, complete. It's Moore.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Here's Smith to return it.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. To throw is Rodgers. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Escaping the pressure right. Caught right side. It's Lewis. Not much there, only a yard.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put
Yeah,
there.
didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often.
It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Eluding the pressure. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Larry Fitzgerald with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Bobby Wagner, the all-pro, in on the tackle.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
On 2nd down, it's Gurley again.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and chew some clock with Gurley.
79 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a handoff for Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. It Did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one.